So yes, I'm proud over the years that we have been named one of America's most innovative cities, one of the best places for college graduates, proud that we have been named one of America's best job markets, one of America's best cities for job growth, proud that we have been named one of America's best places to raise a family and one of America's greenest cities, and proud of our being named Tree USA City for 10 years running, and proud that we've been called one of America's most bike-friendly cities. I am particularly proud of winning the U.S. Conference of Mayors premier recognition, the City Livability Award, and of course, so proud of being named an All-America City by the prestigious National Civic League. And too often we focus on the negative, and there's so many positive things going on in our city that we have to, we have to continue to recognize that. But most of all, I am proud of the people of our great city. They are the reason we continue to be a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And any success we have achieved is directly a result of their commitment to our city. In past years, I've given you reports on such things as the number of permits issued, miles of roads paved, inspections completed, affordable housing units renovated. All of these statistics are important. They, of course, help tell the story of our accomplishments. And these statistics can be found in the departmental reports filed on our city's website. But tonight, rather than recite that information, I want to share with you some very special stories. The stories behind the statistics, the stories of the lives affected by what we do as an administration and why we are committed to this effort. These are the stories of Albany, and I'm proud to share them with you. Last year, let me tell you about Angelo Maddox. Angelo grew up in Brooklyn, where at a young age he fell into the wrong crowd, got into trouble, and was incarcerated as a youthful offender. When he was released, he moved to Albany to live with his aunt and uncle, and in Albany, Angelo turned his life around, graduating from SUNY Albany in 2005, ready, as he says, to take on the business world. In 2006, he opened Young, Fresh, and Fly at the Coliseum on South Pearl Street, a recently renovated downtown retail incubator. And he quickly built his business into the area's premier urban clothing store. In 2010, based on that success, he opened a store called Fancy, specializing in women's fashions. His entrepreneurship, vision, and enthusiasm caught the eye of the Downtown Albany Business Improvement District, and Angelo was asked to serve on their newly created retail committee. Working with the bid to attract new retailers in downtown, he began identifying possible new locations to expand his own business. And last September, Angelo and I cut the ribbon on Fresh and Fly at 13 South Pearl Street, right next to the Times Union Center. He reports that in the first 4 months alone, sales at his new location have increased by 25%. He said he is proof that downtown Albany is a place to be, and he cites downtown businesses like Yono's, like Lodges, like Jack's that's celebrating their 100th year anniversary this year, as further evidence that businesses here can thrive for the long term. And he said he intends to be around for the long term, just as fresh and just as fly. I have no doubt he will continue to succeed, and I am thrilled that Angelo is with us tonight, and pleased to tell you that Angelo's story is the story of Albany. Angelo, thank you. Stand up. Stop in that store, I'm telling you. Go, it's amazing. You've done a great job. When Amar Lal accepted a position at a leading technology company in Coxsackie, New York, he and his wife, Nada, began to look around the capital region to find a new home. Friends and family suggested various suburban communities, but Amar and Nada wanted to live in an urban downtown neighborhood. While researching the area, Nada learned about the $9 million project underway by the Rosenblum companies to convert 17 Chapel Street into high-end downtown condominiums. As soon as she visited 17 Chapel, Nada knew that she had found her home. Nada, thank you for being the boss here. Amar and Nada fell in love not only with their new building, but with all the architecture, arts, and culture they discovered in our downtown. Maranatha tell us that it is the charm of the city that continues to remind them they made the right decision in purchasing their condo, and they enthusiastically encourage others to become part of their new neighborhood. We are thrilled to have a Maranatha as ambassadors for downtown living and grateful they are here with us tonight. By the way, they pointed out to me earlier for them it was a short walk getting here. So I'm happy to say that their story is a story of Albany. Thank you, Maranatha. Thank you. Our story is not only about great people, but great companies as well. Like the story of Sarkwire USA and their dynamic U.S. manager, Tolga Khan Isaac. Tasked with finding a prime location in the United States for his company to begin production for its North American market, Tolga came to Albany from his native Turkey in 2008 and was, he says, immediately attracted by Albany's accessibility and our business-friendly environment. Working with Capitalize Albany Corporation, he opened SARC's first U.S. processing facility, a $10 million investment that brought a vacant $50,000 square foot building back to life and created more than 50 local manufacturing jobs. Tolga tells us that business is booming at the Albany site, that in fact, SARC is planning a $2 million building expansion project that when completes will create a significant number of new jobs. We are delighted that Tolga is with us tonight. Tolga, please tell your chairman and board in Turkey how pleased we are that your company is doing so well and that your story is now part of the story of Albany. Thank you, Tolga. Thank you. On a cold December morning in 2004, firefighters were awakened to an alarm of fire at 356 Leadale Street. Firefighters from Delaware Avenue Station Engine 9, Rescue 9, and Ladder 4 arrived to find heavy fire coming from the front windows of a small home in this quiet neighborhood. They also found that there were 2 young children trapped on the first floor. Under heavy smoke and fire conditions, firefighters entered the building and quickly located 2 unconscious children, 11-year-old Zachary Middleton and his twin sister, Zora. Heat from the fire was rapidly becoming unbearable as firefighters quickly passed the lifeless bodies of the 2 children to a bedroom window to waiting firefighter paramedics, who then promptly initiated advanced life support. As a direct result of these heroic efforts, both children were rescued without serious injury. Years later, inspired by the heroism that saved his life and his sister Zachary, and his sisters, Zachary would become one of the first members of the City of Albany's Fire Department Explorer Post program. Zachary is now a college student with aspirations of becoming an Albany firefighter after graduation. Zachary tells us that he can think of no finer way to give back to the community and to the department to whom he owes so much. Zachary, we look forward to your realizing your dream, and we are so grateful that you are here with us tonight, that your story and Zora's are part of the story of Albany. Thank you, Zachary. Omar Termino was raised on Clinton Avenue and was involved in the city's gang prevention program since its inception in 1999. Like many of the young people in his neighborhood, he faced gang pressures every day while growing up. But he wanted a positive alternative from the streets. He says he found that alternative in the city's program, which focused on teaching him positive life skills and, as importantly, surrounded him with other youth who are similarly goal-oriented. After high school, Omar attended Caldwell College and graduated in May 2006. He is currently working as a senior accountant and financial analyst at Tata Global Beverages and is the owner of his own bookkeeping business called Brighter Future Financials. And he is also currently pursuing his CPA. Omar credits our gang prevention program and Cook Barrett, its director, for much of his success. To quote Omar, "The gang prevention program and Saturday night team programs were my saving grace. These programs provided me with a safe outlet where I could be a teenager for a few hours every weekend without worry. As I moved on and went away to college, I always looked forward to coming home to the Saturday night team program. I was proud that this program was still around saving lives, and I believed it saved my life." Omar is with us tonight, and Omar, we are so proud of you and proud that your story is the story of Albany. Thank you, Omar.